Hello everybody, SoCal Thero here. Welcome back to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Today we are going to be working on some new jobs. I'm actually getting into the computer right now to see what we have that needs our attention. Somebody needs some help with repairing one of their PCs, so we're going to go ahead and accept that job. It says it's required at 4 stars and we're just above that, so yep, we'll give that a shot. Then from here we got, hey, I think my PC is getting a bit old. I need to benchmark it at least 3,667. Can you do that? Can you put in 32 gigabytes of memory? MSI components are meant to be the bomb. I worry about used parts. Okay. Doesn't have a deadline, and he has a pretty big budget, so yep, we'll go ahead and do that. Captain Ben just is messaging at me again from the last time. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Ben Arrow speaking. Thanks for the outstanding upgrade you did before. Sadly, while you gave the old girl a new lease of life, those damn inefficient mod creators are placing even greater strain on her, but the mods, they're so great. Anyway, turns out my old girlfriend is growing as attached to these simulators as I am, so I've decided to give her my old machine and get a new one for myself so we can fly through the skies together. That's nice of you. Give her the PC that doesn't run mods. Okay, either way, I digress. I'd like something that soars beyond the recommended specs so that it is capable of handling whatever the future holds. A machine that hits a benchmark of score of 4,000 should do the trick. Okay. So, I'm going to have to build a PC. Pizza Mama's Real Pizza Place.com is asking, hey, why not get off your lazy ass and do something useful for once? Okay, it's just spam. Don't care about that. And another one. I don't need it either. Okay, so we got a PC we got to build here. And then we got 2 that are coming in for repair. So it needs to be able to run. Oops. Need to put that down. It needs to be able to run the flight simulator game on I think it said recommended spec. Let's see. So we want flight simulator and recommended spec, and it needs, what other stuff did he say he needed? He needs it to benchmark at 4,000. Okay, well, we can do that. So first things first, let's try to move our windows here so we can get what we need. So it needs 8 gigabytes of memory is recommended. We're gonna do, and he has a pretty big budget, so we're actually gonna do 32. It needs, it needs 8 gigabytes of RAM. It needs 4 gigabytes of VRAM. Let's go ahead and do the storage though first. It needs 30 gigs, so we'll do, let's just do a 2 terabytes so we're not blowing our budget here. We need to, I actually already have power supply, so I'm not worried about that. Case, I don't do that till later. I'm trying to remember, it's been a while since I've built a PC. Like I said, I'm still trying to remember everything. CPU is a i5 6600, so i5 6600K, which requires a Skylake motherboard. So we need Skylake. Let's see, Skylake. Cabby Lake. Where's the Skylake ones? Here's one. Let's see. Is there anything? Oh, I already have one. Okay, well, why not? We'll just get another one. Oh, actually, that one's a lot better. We'll just use the one we have. And then it needs a SATX. Okay. Let's see. SATX. Tower. I couldn't think of what I was trying to say there. My goodness. We'll go cheap on the tower. It doesn't need to be too fancy. Storage is good. Graphics card. It needs to be GTX 980. Okay, so GTX 980. NVIDIA GeForce GTX 980. We probably want to go... we'll probably go big on the graphics card. We'll do that. And then... let's see. For CPU cooling, I think I want to do, if I can get it to work... I have one of these, so it doesn't matter. But I almost want to do liquid cooling just for cool points here. So we'll go with... I don't know which one's going to fit. We probably should do the smaller one, so we'll do that. And the processor, I already did. I think that's everything I need. Let me see. We got memory, we got storage, we got the processor, we got the case, we got the cooling, and the graphics card. And the power supply I already have. The motherboard I already have as well. So that should be it. Let's go ahead and buy that for next day delivery. And let's look at the email. And that should be it. So let's go ahead and end our day and come back to the office tomorrow, and all those parts will come in, along with the other 2 PCs I need to work on. But we're going to do the PC build first. All right, let's go to work. Yep, let's take our parts. Let's take our new case. Let's throw it down here. Let's just get into it. So we're going to take these covers off. Memory is here. Here's the motherboard. Let's go ahead and put this in. Alright, and we have 2 things of RAM. Because this thing needs to hit a pretty good benchmark. We need the processor. We'll put that on. Go ahead and put the thermal paste on. Put this cooler in. Oh, we can't do it because the RAM's in the way. Hopefully I can put the RAM in. Oh, you know what? It probably just doesn't... Let's get rid of this real quick. I'm gonna have to do some fiddling here. Yep, that's why. Okay, so now that's in. And we can go back to doing the memory again. So let's put that in. Let's put that in. Let's get the case ready for the graphics card. I think that's what I gotta do there. Graphics card. The 980 is what is recommended. It needs a power supply, which I usually keep quite a bit of those. Yep. Alright, power supply is in. I need the storage as well. Let's pull this out. The new one in. I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and start connecting some cables here. And I had a fan that was on this originally. So let's go ahead and... I want to try to keep the fan here just because I don't need it myself. And who cares? It's extra cooling capacity for this thing. So why not? Alright, so we got all that. Let's try to install all of our software, like our operating system and whatnot. Let's go ahead and put this dust filter back on. Alright, so that's booting up right now. Hopefully it hits that 3D benchmark that we want. We'll install Will It Run. And it should run the game just fine on the recommended spec. Not restarting yet. And then 3D benchmark. And this needs an upgrade. And this one needs to be fixed. Oh, is it one of those cases again? Oh, it's a different one. Okay. Restart. It's a pretty looking PC, if I do say so myself. Oh, it says it can run it. Okay, so we should be fine on that. Flight simulator, recommended spec. Yep, it runs that. Okay, now we need to do the benchmark. So we'll let it do its thing. While it's doing its thing, we're going to diagnose this one. Alright, it's not turning on at all. So that's already a bad sign. Could be power supply, could be the motherboard. Let's see what we got here. Alright, and the power supply is broken, yep. And luckily for me, it's the same one that I usually keep, so they're actually getting the same power supply already. Let's take that off. Alright, plug everything in. Let's try turning it on now. Alright, it does turn on, but it's still saying that it's not diagnosed completely, so let's go ahead and install the virus scanner on here and check it. Yep. This is still benchmarking. Let's see what we got here. Yep, it's got some viruses on it, so we'll clean those up for them too. And yep, looks like it's all good to go from there, so we can go ahead and, whoops, start putting it back together. Oh, there you go. Start putting it back together. So this was a pretty quick and easy fix. We got lucky we had the parts already, because it was just the power supply. And speaking of that, we can sell the, oh, I did sell the broken one already. Okay. So now this one needs a better 3D Mark score. So we're going to go ahead and try turning it on. And then they want to upgrade to 32 gigs of RAM. Holy cow. Okay, well, let's boot it up and see what we got here. 3D Mark. Yep. I wish I did this one because now I'm going to have to... Ooh, okay, this one looks like it's done. I think I got my PC build done. Yep, that's way above the threshold they were looking for there. Let's go ahead and finish putting this together. Maybe he'll be a nice guy and actually give his lady this one instead to play with instead of giving her his hand-me-downs. Okay, so we got 2 of the PCs done. Let's go ahead and put that one down. And we'll do a benchmark of this thing. Just because I have this RAM, I'm probably not going to keep it. I'll probably just get another... I'll just buy 2 matching ones instead. Because I don't want to try to guess what that is. So they want 32 gigs, so we need 2 of those. And then, speaking of that, let's look at our emails real quick. I'm not going to take any more new jobs until this last one is done. I can discard that. We'll go ahead and collect for the first repair. They diagnosed and fixed my PC, and they did a great job. Thank you. That's another 5 stars. That's for the power box. And then this one is for the new PC build. Got 5 stars for that one as well, because it went way above the benchmark he was looking for. So this is the last one we got to work on, is this. So we are going to need that RAM, and we need to hit a benchmark of 3667. So we'll see what we can do to hit that benchmark. This thing is, it's already got a water cool system in it, so I don't know how well that's gonna go. It's got a 500 gig Seagate in it. Maybe that'll increase the benchmark. I don't know. The 32 gig should help. I don't know how much more I can do to bump this thing up. Alright, it's at 1,000. Oh man, it's pretty low. Okay. We're gonna be taking this thing apart. Man, oh man. Okay. We got a lot of work to do on this. It is nowhere close to being where it needs to be at. Their budget's 1,100 though, so they kind of have the idea that they're gonna need to do some work to it. It's a weird case. I don't know what that lock was for, but okay. Okay, so let's see what we got here. The cooling system is good. I'm not going to touch that. The processor is an i7-6700. Can I filter it by... Nope, I can't. Okay. i7... What was it that I said I had? i7... 6700. Let's just type in i7. So this is what I have here. I need another... I mean, I could bump that up. If I do this, then I have to get a new motherboard, which that's probably going to have to be a thing. So I got to do that. Let's do a new motherboard, which is a Cabby Lake one. Crossfire and SLI. I don't even know which case this is, which doesn't say. Okay. I gotta hope that I get something that fits in this case too. SATX seems to be like the thing I'm usually good at getting. Well, actually, what motherboard do we have? Okay, it is for an SATX. So we have a MSI Z270. MSI Z270, which is this right here. I don't know if I want to mess with that. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, so we're not gonna mess with the motherboard. We have the 2 sticks of memory. Which graphics card does this thing have? It has a R90. Well, I could just try to throw this in there and see if that hits the benchmark they're looking for. Storage, it's got 32. I think that's all it has, right? Let me see. Oh, what is this? Oh, you know what? I don't think I took the storage out. No, I didn't. Let's take the storage out. We're pretty much just gutting this thing. Let's be honest. All right, let's take out the power supply too. So let's see what we got here for storage. We got... Oh, okay, so they don't want to change that out. And then for the power supply... The power supply is fine, so we'll just keep that. Okay, we'll just order those parts for now. And we'll do next day delivery for that. And we'll see, come back tomorrow and see how we do on this benchmark. So we're starting to slowly get back in the trend of getting this game down again. To be honest, I've learned a lot since I started playing it. It's been very helpful for me compared to where I started. If you haven't checked it out already, I would suggest checking out the entire series in the playlist, because you'll see me gradually grasp what I need to be doing. Alright, let's do this. We need to open up 2 of these slots because we're going to be going to 32 gigs. We're not sticking to that anymore. Yep, we can get rid of that. We upgraded the CPU. We can add this. Let's get the cooling on. We're going to keep the same one. Oh, what? No, I don't want to put that there. Alright, let's put the power supply back in, because it's adequate to what I have already. Let's see, storage, they want us to keep the storage in here, so we're going to go ahead and put that back. Oh, I can't put that on just yet. Cooling, let's go back to the cooling that we had. What is this? Oh, I forgot to collect my money off that. That's why it's just sitting there. Memory, we don't need this. Oh, I already had it. That wasn't the same megahertz. I hope that these will be enough. This might have made my benchmark go down. I don't know. We'll try putting this graphics card in instead. It seems like it would be the better option, but I could be wrong. Go ahead and put the cabling in as well. There we go. And I don't think I have... Oh, yes I do. I have this. I have to put this... Oh, why can't I put that in? There we go. Okay, so that is all in. Let's try booting it up. Make sure it even runs still. Whoops. Alright, let's try that again. I didn't realize I had more I had to do to that. No operating system found. Okay. Try that again. Leave this open just in case I get lucky and it hits the benchmark I need. That's a pretty big benchmark, so go ahead and install this again. There we go. Hopefully we get there. If we don't get there, I'm gonna just probably yank something out and and make it get there. If I have to order same-day parts. But while that's running, let's go ahead and check our emails. We can discard that. I'm not going to take any new jobs until this one is done. So I'll leave that for the time being. It's running pretty good. I hope it's to where I need it to be. See if there's anything else I need to work on selling here. I could get rid of this graphics card. That was the one that used to be in there. And these are different size ones. In case I need that one, I might as well keep it. I didn't know you could look at peripherals. That's cool. Okay. Let's see how this is doing. I mean, it's still running. It's not going too slow. The FPS is okay. Get some of our posters here. I should have checked to see if I had a PC build. I like doing the PC builds. These benchmarks and the diagnostics, I mean, they're fun. They're fine, but I prefer doing like new PC builds. Those are a lot more fun for me. I just gotta wait for this benchmark to come through, and then we'll see how well we're doing, or if we need to add more. We're looking for 3667 is what we're looking for. 39, there we go. Barely made it, but we made it. I call that a win. So let's go ahead and start putting this thing back together. Oh, I gotta disconnect the power so I can put this last piece on. Cool, there we go. So this one is done. We can go ahead and drop that off as well. And collect our reward for this. We got 5 stars on this one too, nice. I saw they ran the benchmark with a score of 3667 and they even used MSI parts. How did they know? You said it, but I totally forgot, so I'm glad I didn't know that. Go ahead and shut down our PC, and that's going to be it for this episode, guys, of PC Building Simulator. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought, and until next time, take care.